Hey everyone, alright, in this video let's talk about California Adventure. So ever since Pixar Pier, about a year ago, a lot of people have said that Disney has sort of abandoned the California theme and they might as well change the name, to Disney Adventure or something like that, something a lot more generic. Look, I completely disagree with this viewpoint. Completely disagree with it. When California Adventure first opened, okay, it took a different direction than the current California Adventure. That is correct. They went for a little bit more of a realistic approach with that California theme. However, this new California Adventure that they've kind of started in 2012 is a different direction of the theme, but it's not an abandonment of the theme. The park itself is still about California. And I'm going to go over with you how that's the case. It's still about California. It's just not, they're not trying to go for, a replacement, or they're not trying to duplicate, verbatim the state. What they're trying to do in this new version is give you settings, give you environments of California, but they're seen through like Disney glasses, right? So they're going to give you a seaside pier, which are scattered all through the coast of California. You're going to get that seaside pier, but you're going to get the Disney version of that pier. So it's going to be full of your Pixar friends, Pixar Pier. So it's California because, it's that seaside pier, but Disney is sort of giving you their version of that California locale, right? Route 66 is another example. Route 66 is very California, okay? But instead of recreating, like a real version of Route 66, what they're giving you is the Disney version of Route 66. So we're getting the version that we had in the movie Cars. So again, it's a Disney-fied version of something that's in California. Even things like Buena Vista Street, when you walk into California Adventure, that Buena Vista Street, yes, it's very Los Angeles. It has that Los Angeles vibe to it. But again, it's seen through Disney glasses. It's seen through, the Walt Disney Company history, it's seen through Walt Disney, as seen through Mickey Mouse and Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It's a Disney-fied version of a California locale. This is over and over and over again. You see this in California Adventure. That is the direction of this park, okay? It's not an abandonment of the California theme. They're just taking these California elements and they're giving you the Disney version of those California elements. And a lot of people, I think, get confused with this concept, and I'm really not sure why there is so much confusion. For me, I look at the park and it's very clear cut. I mean, it makes a lot of sense to me. I can see the direction they're going in with it. It still makes sense to me. It's still about California, but a lot of people seem to think that if it's not a direct copy of the state of California, then it has nothing to do with California, and I completely disagree with that. I mean, even elements within DCA 1.0 kind of did a little bit what they're doing now. For example, Grizzly Peak. It's an area that you might see in California, that very woodsy, kind of area, kind of similar like Big Bear, right? But it's not. It's not a duplicate. What they're doing is they gave you this really whimsical fantasy, grizzly mountain, right? So it's not real, but it still feels like California. It still feels like a location in California. So they've kind of dabbed their toe into it a little bit with DCA 1.0, but now they're going full blown with it. Now it's a full blown Disneyized version of California, and I think that is a smarter direction, a much smarter direction. When you try to duplicate or try to rebuild the state of California, it's a losing battle. Disney will always lose that battle. You're not going to be able to create any bay that's going to compete with the real Pacific Ocean. It's not going to happen. It's always going to be inferior, okay? The best thing Disney can do is give you a version of California you can't get anywhere else, and that's what they're doing. And I support it. I think it's great. I like the direction the California Adventure is going in. Are these things perfect? No. Pixar Pier, there are elements of that pier, and I don't want to go off too much on this tangent, but there are elements of Pixar Pier I think could have been executed better. But the overall idea of having a seaside pier themed to Pixar characters, I'm fine with that. Absolutely fine with that. And I think it stays true to the theme of the park. Absolutely 100%. But what do you guys think about this? I know that California Adventure's theme has been a hot button issue since the park opened in 2001. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you agree with me that it's still California and they're just taking it in a different direction? Or do you completely disagree with me? Which is fine if you do. Comment though. Let me know. How am I wrong? I want to really know, and I want to talk to you guys about this. What is going on? Let's talk about California Adventure and the California theme. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. And as always, have an adventurous day.